Leo. Welcome to your reading for October. Alright. So, I'm going to do the oracle reading portion first, and then I will do your love reading with the Raven's Prophecy Tarot, and of course the lovely old Kipper deck. Okay, just know when I break out that Kipper deck, you enter at your own risk after that. Okay, because that's like that Kipper deck gets hella wonky. All right, so with your oracle reading, I'm going to pull one card from each one of these decks. So you've got the Halloween Oracle, the Blessed Bee, the Isis Oracle, and the Oracle of Rama. Four of my favorite oracle decks. I tried to do a reading before yours, and when I tell you that not only was it just chaotic, interruptions everywhere, boy, interruptions everywhere. So, Leo, you have a lot of forgiveness in your cards. Hold on. This month. Okay. Opponents and allies. Seeds of conflict. The section. Ravana's sister, defeated by Rama, incites her brother to seek revenge by abducting Rama's wife, goddess Sita. The indication here is, the seeds of conflict and deceit are planted. Hold to truth and goodness. So I'm going to tell you, if you have people that are against you or things that are against you, those seeds have already been planted. The work there is already done. That could stem from September, August, to even July. As long as you hold true to truth and goodness, you will be fine. You have over here Shagrutna, the power of destroying obstacles. Rama's brother, the defender. So, this is also the number 2. So you've got the number sequence 3, 2, and 2. A person feigning victimhood seeks revenge. I would be careful around the people that maybe you have wronged, because they could be coming to you for revenge. I would be this right here, because of how, I mean, it is the 3, opponents and allies. I'm getting a huge emphasis on 3. Ravana's, because look at this indication right here, okay? You've got Ravana's sister, who was defeated by Rama. So you've got Rama, Ravana's sister, and Ravana. So Ravana over here, the sister of Ravana, goes to the brother and says, hey, go abduct Sita. So now there's 4 people. So I don't know if maybe in some type of scenario in your life where you were caught up in someone else's conflict or drama, but now one of them is going to be coming after, like coming toward you, trying to play the victim, but they're playing the victim because they're trying to catch you, like they're like a snake in the grass. Because it says, a person feigning victimhood seeks revenge. And maybe, and that could be what you've been dealing with. And so now, there's forgiveness, especially if this is something right here that happened in the past couple months. Let me read this card. So 322, great number by the way. Having come to Ravana's court with her ears and nose cut off, ugly in form, her dress stained with blood, and her face deathly pale. Shurpankhah cried bitterly in sorrow, "O brother, mother, sons, look what has become of me at the hands of Rama and Lakshmana." Those who have brought about their own difficulties are pretending to be hurt and victimized. In the guise of seeking consolation, they are really looking for revenge. Anyone who is taken in by their guileful pleas is only creating his own defeat, because the cause of such people is vain, not righteousness. Ooh, okay. So somewhere along the way, and this month you have a blessing of forgiveness. Now, we enter the beginning of the month with a new moon, and then we leave the end of the month with a new moon. So it's around this new moon that you're going to see blessings of forgiveness. This card here is very much reminding me of earth, earthly materials, Mother Earth, and then wisdom because of the owl here. So it's almost like you may have the eyes to see the wisdom in the situation. And because of that, you will be blessed with inner wisdom and knowledge, which can also bring you peace and comfort. Because, there's a lot of comfort in this card here. Like, everything is beautiful, bountiful. It's like, it does look like the fall season when the fall really takes flight. And we're in that right now. So in that right now. And there's like jewels, and then whatever this thing is right here is hanging from this tree limb. Whatever forgiveness that you practice this month, which could be said person over here that this is talking about, I think on a material and a spiritual level, especially on the material, that you're going to be blessed within your physical, if that makes sense. Forgiveness, reducing burden. So even like, and see, look, there's like a white rose coming out of his hand. So it's like purity. There's fire. This purity that's opening up in your heart is really going to help you to release a lot of burdens and take a load off. Now, where I could have been speaking about this manifestation as far as like in here on the physical, it could be because you're going through an initiation, a test. So initiation, spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. And the thing is, yep, I had to double check. This eye right here is the eye of Ra, the eye of God. Isis is also Ra, who is considered the god, is his counterpart, is Isis. So, or the Is. So it's like, God is also watching through, because if Is the feminine, she could also be the earth. So, but God is watching you, his eye right here, he's watching you through Mother Earth. He's using Mother Earth, the all-seeing eye, to watch you and also to bless you, because look at all these blessings coming in on the physical. So this is like an initiation. This is an initiation. This is a spiritual test. So God could very well be testing you some way, shape, or form this month. And if I will say this with test, this speaks of initiations. So remember, initiations, when something comes in to test you, if you pass the test, you ascend. You've got 2 cards here of forgiveness. So I don't know what's coming in for you this month to maybe test you on that forgiveness. Something in some way, shape, or form, a dynamic is going to play out for you this month where this forgiveness that you're working through or being blessed with or presented with this month is in correlation to these spiritual testings, these initiations. They're somehow intertwined. Somehow intertwined. Okay, so something could have happened around your home. I would say that whether this be like an argument, a breakup, I don't know what it is, but something happened within your home, because now whatever it was almost seems like it needed to go, because now your home is happy and it makes you feel at home. So it's warmth and sweetness within yourself, happiness in our hearts and our home, remembrance, light after the darkness, and acceptance and equality. So you could have skeletons in the closet or ghosts in the past, whatever those little sayings are, where it's kind of like we have like the skeletons in the closet type deal. There are things that maybe you only shed light on them from time to time, or they have been coming up for you, like they've been, you know, that they could have been coming up. Well, I said this in someone else's reading, that when things come up like our past memories or situations from the past, that is because we are somewhat holding on to the pain of that past. So we have to acknowledge the pain, face it, make peace with it. And you know, it's not that you necessarily make peace with the problem or what happened. You make peace with yourself within that problem. So once you find, you know, acceptance, peace in the problem, then the problem will then pretty much, I feel like, on its own, die out. It will be shed. It goes through a transmutation and it's released. So I feel like you might have some situations that came up, like, you know, skeletons in the closet, flashbacks or memories. Something that you either had to work through. They shed light on situations. Now it's almost like you are seeing where things ended so that new stuff could begin, because now it's like you're in the light after the darkness. This card here even has a full moon on it, and we have a full moon the 9th of October coming up. So it could be around this full moon that you feel like you've passed some sort of test, some sort of initiation, where you've reached a culmination. Because there's something here definitely that you are accepting, and also like you're putting an end to the old ways, because maybe you are being met now because of what you've been through. You're now being met with happier times, happier people, happier circumstances. Things are really coming forward for you that are really giving you a sense of, you know, peace and clarity and purpose. So that's changing things for you. It's making you, I feel like, more happier and at home within yourself and your surroundings. I do see, looking at the bottom three from this card here, that there's a blessing on your children, or you experience something with your children. Like it almost looks like they were saved from something, like something happened and they could have been saved or protected. Someone was looking after them. We have a blessing for healing of injury or illness, a blessing to find the truth, and a blessing on your health. So this can get wonky. If you had a child that, let's say, almost got into a car wreck, or got into a car wreck, and they did get hurt from it, but it could have been a whole lot worse, okay? Like, maybe they had a guardian angel looking after them, okay? So, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a car wreck. It could be any situation, okay? Maybe they got COVID, or, whatever. Like, something happened to them, okay? This would be like your child. And then you got clarity about why this happened. So, now there's a blessing on returning to health. But the scenario I'm getting here is, let's say if said child told you they were going to be somewhere and they weren't necessarily there. Like, they told you some truth, some part of where they were, but they didn't tell the whole story. And then they got hurt because of it. So this is like a learning lesson on your part and their part. There is forgiveness here. But this too could also mean that the dynamic of the situation as far as parent and child now also changes and transforms. Now we've got this initiation. Let's see what this initiation has to do with. Okay, what is this? Mother of life, nourishment. So if you're a feminine watching this reading, you're I don't know what you've been through, but whatever you have been through is giving you a glow up, something, a comeback. You're practicing some type of craft. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about children, but here it is again. Like, if you had a child that got sick or hurt, you'll have to let me know in the comments, Libra, Leo, maybe do you have a Libra child? I can't believe I called you Libra. So anyways, I almost want to say that whatever happened to your kid, you pretty much brought them back from whatever it was they went through. But look at this. This is like, it's the rising sun, but the divine solar child is reborn. And there's something very significant about this green color skin. Every time I've pulled this card or I've seen this material, I don't know what this material is that this person is in this card, but whatever it is, it's got to be significant. I don't know if that's emerald or if that's malachite. I read that malachite's not even from this planet. So, but anyways. Now, keep in mind, if this isn't necessarily about a child, this could be about your inner child. Your inner child could have gone through this. I had a lady tell me the other day, I saw it on TikTok. She was like, I'm just wondering if, it's when we were children, we were like neglected. We had to look after ourselves. We had to raise ourselves. We had to be there for our own damn selves and do it by ourselves. And, our parents just went on about like we were not their priority. Now it's like we're older and now our parents are the kids and here we are, the adults. And she was like, have you been having issues with your parents? And I'm over here like, damn, yes. I feel that on so many levels. And it's like, you're over here crying about that? Like, motherfucker, what the hell you think I've been through? At least you're able to sit here and talk to me about it. Because when I was a kid, I couldn't stand there and talk to you about it. You would have either if I'd have said something sideways, you'd have knocked my teeth out my mouth. Or whooped my ass, told me to go the fuck on somewhere, get over it, big girls don't cry, type shit. And now here you are boo-hooing about what? What the hell? Yeah, so, it could be that your inner child went through some shit, okay? You could have had an accident that took a toll on your inner child. But anyways, there's something here that has to do with a kid or your inner kid, okay? as you were going through this might be because you've got initiation and spiritual tests, okay? You might be going through an awakening. You could. I think you're hearing stuff. You have to let me know, Leo, in the comments. You have to be hearing stuff. If you're hearing things, you just need to know that is that spiritual realm, whatever the hell that means, okay? Whatever that means for you, the spiritual realm and your what do you call it? Your way of seeing God is calling to you, whatever that may be. It's trying to get your attention. Like, you might be hearing rattles. You might be hearing whispers. You might just be given like little snippets. You might be meeting certain people or overhearing conversations of stuff. You might be seeing number sequences. Something is calling and speaking to you, and you need to listen to it. Because this card does say, hear the rattle of the is playing. Ancient power mysteries. So there are things calling out and coming. This is going to give you triumphant success and victory, because you have here the spirit of Isis, triumphant goddess. So whatever this is that you're going through this month, looks really good and powerful. I would just very, very, very cautiously, proceed. But, you also need to keep your eyes open for those ones coming in that are playing the victim. Oh, poor pitiful me. Well, I see you doing over here with your glow up. You're doing well, but look at what the hell I've been doing. And then it's like, when you're like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Then they turn it around on you. Like, now all of a sudden you're the problem. Anyways, we're going to get into your love reading now. Lord. All right, Leo. You were in talks or communications with someone. Something was coming together or is coming together. It's trying to come together. It's trying to come together. This is something that you just started, so it could very well be that it's only like a month old. A month worth of investing and a month worth of communicating. But you planted a seed. And then you've got this fucking Hierophant card here. And the Hierophant is like your spiritual beliefs, God, whatever. Maybe you had something come through. You started something. And Spirit, like, either tested you or Spirit put its foot down. It could have been Mercury retrograde, That came in. And, Mercury retrograde. It was in, like, Gemini or Libra. Something like that. It was in Libra. Because it started in Virgo and then it went to Libra. So we've got the Page of Swords in reverse over here. The basis, the root of this. I'm going to say something you invested in a month ago. This month for you, there could be that Spirit's bringing something back around. This could be that test or that initiation. Just know that. This could be that test or that initiation. So, something that you tried to invest in before could be coming around for you this month, as, like I said. But, this is also being exhausted, feeling unproductive, being defensive, and playing mind games. I would say that someone played mind games with you before. Definitely. Definitely. And then we've got procrastination, unrealistic goals, immaturity, and lack of follow through. So there's something that you or someone else is not really following through on. Somebody's being rebellious. Someone's following their own agenda, their own personal beliefs, and someone seeks freedom. And maybe it's because there's something here that you want, but either the rebel side, the bad side, the wild side is, the wild side might be really calling to them. So it's giving them this push and pull, whether they want to invest or whether they want to keep talking or keep doing. Now, I feel like there's going to be some illumination on this situation, for sure. At the beginning of the month, you might start to, you or somebody is going to feel discontent, stagnant, negative patterns, no solution. Hopefully you or the person you're not dealing with is going back to old patterns or old ways. But there is something here that stems back to a month ago, whatever that situation is. Whether these be your goals or your plans. You do have a lot of cards. Every card you got in this motherfucker is reversed. Like, what the hell? All these cards are reversed. The middle of the month, you have the Three of Coins reversed. So somebody, and this could definitely be you. This could definitely, okay, so look, you'll have to play in, because, this is a general reading. Either you're going to notice in your environment that people aren't being cooperative with you, or you're not trying to cooperate with them. You may feel like you don't have, like you lack motivation. Somebody doesn't like misaligned, doesn't have the right motivation. People aren't like working with them. They don't have enough goals set. And it's like they're almost being stagnant, not wanting to work with you. Words could be changing this month. Words could for real be changing this month. Words can really cut to the core. And somebody around here in this dynamic could definitely have a issue with their words in the month. The end of the month, we have the Strength card in reverse, self-doubt, weakness, insecurity, low energy, raw emotion. So I don't know, something right here. Okay, so okay. You this month. This would have to be you. This King of Cups. I would tell you what, boy, you are, I'm going to say, look, it doesn't matter if you are a girl or a boy watching this reading right here. You, my friend, are very, you are wise. You've got good advice. You're creative. You're wise. You're reliable. You're tolerant. You embody all these qualities right here of this card. This is you. Now, the people in your environment that you're dealing with, it could be that you're going to be looking at where all this shit went wrong for you this month and assessing the situation. Like I said, at that one point in time where I was talking about, this is the God card right here. God could be illuminating or shedding light, this lantern, on something you started about a month ago, maybe even 2 or 3 months ago. You could just be looking at it, like this plan didn't work out, working over here with this person didn't work out. I planted this seed here, but the soil wasn't right. It wasn't a good planting season. the weather, it wasn't good conditions. You had to maybe break somebody's, heart by saying, look, this right here ain't gonna work. I've got to go over here. I'm sorry. I know we agreed on this, but I can't do that. Now, keep in mind, because of this opponent and allies card, you really need to take heed, because there's someone in this dynamic that's going to be like, oh, well, I want the same thing. But, oh, I've been through this. And then you run into them later when they said they would come forward and help you. And then you go to them and they're like, oh, I can't believe I said that. I did not mean that at all. Well, you're the one that called me. What the hell did you expect? And then you're like, well, you said you would help me. You don't remember? It's that collaboration. So be weary. Not weary, but be fain. Like the description box. I'm over here burping like crazy. Like the description box on this card said earlier about people feigning to be woe is me, but really they were looking for revenge. So I don't know if this is a collaboration with someone from your past who did you wrong. Somewhere in that dynamic that we spoke about earlier. But, alright, so in your environment, we have the Hermit, but thankfully it's in reverse. Okay? Thankfully, the Hermit's in reverse, because the thing about this is things in your environment may once have been asking, and maybe not just you or themselves, but I would say you had some form of soul searching going on at some point in time. You were even in solitude. You were experiencing spiritual enlightenment and guidance. Now, through that work right there that you did, and plus we've got this hangman over here, you might be doing that the first of the month. Okay? First of the month. Shit, y'all must need to listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony first of the month. Anyways, so now this Hermit energy over here, okay? I'm going to say that people around you, because this is your environment card, they're lonely. They've been in isolation. They've also had paranoia, sadness, and they've been overcome with this lantern. Okay, I don't know if you shed some light on them. You shed your light so bright that they had to retreat. I don't know what the hell happened. But now they're coming out the woodwork again. There's something to do with the light. And I don't know if your light was too bright or a situation happened that really shed light onto a situation or a scenario. But just know that when it comes back around, because I feel like it is, you're mature over here in your emotions. These things over here that are coming back are not. So you may fear striking out on your own and doing this yourself, but you need to. You've got the Magician over here. And with this Magician, here there are fears of being reckless, fearless, taking a risk and holding back. There are fears around that. But there's power, desire, and creation and manifestation and resourcefulness to keep going and to move forward. But I am going to tell you that this right here is really going to put you, like you striking out on your own. I feel like these fears, like with this card, there's a fear here. You might be shown like who you can trust and who you can work with. Because maybe if you're going one direction, the people that are around you aren't meant to come with you. And maybe that's what this light's being shed on, is the things that aren't for you and the things that are for you. There's a decision to be made over here for you. I feel like you've already made this decision. You know which way you need to go and what you need to do. Like you've been juggling things. It looks like you've stopped, digging in some aspects, some places in your life, and you've had to cut that out. You might still be cutting stuff out this month. Just know that, okay? There are some things that you planted that you could very well be digging up and clearing out and throwing away. What is this Page of Swords here for Leo in October? Oh, wow. Okay. So there's something. Lord Jesus. All right. So if you could be in despair over okay. Now this is, remember when I said earlier, it's like buyer beware. I know you're not buying this reading, but it's like, you know, time for you. Because this is where the kipper comes out. And this is where shit gets complicated and tricky. Okay? And wonky. So, there was a conversation. There were goals. Something planted. Seeds planted. Like, in the family room. Like, I'll give you an example. How this would pan out for me in my life. Okay? My family room. I had to turn my family room into an office, and when I have company come over, I can put, because my dining room table has become my workspace. So when company comes over, I clean up my dining room table and put my and just kind of move some stuff around, and it looks like, you know, it's the family room, the dining room table, and my office. Okay. Now, this thing that I do, like I'm doing right now, we're on my dining room table. It's purple. It's like Barney purple, okay? Not kidding. So, anyways, but the things that I do in my family room, like what I'm saying about this, they bring me money because I'm working 2, if not 3 side jobs, 3 side hustles out of this room. So, I'm being gifted with money. So, this is something that you're doing that you started like a month ago that you thought would bring money in. Maybe this is like you met someone and you thought, oh, this is like a gift from God. This person right here, I could have a family with this person. And it could have come in a time where you were coming out of a period of despair. You were like finally releasing your, it took quite a bit, okay? But you're finally able to release the past and put an end to old situations in your life that once brought you grief and trouble and despair. What is this Page of Swords here for Leo in August? False person. So this is with someone who was either playing a game on you, or you were somewhat playing a game on them. You could have known this person was playing a game on you, so you in turn played a game on them. Or this person could have thought you were playing a game on them, so they in turn played a game on your ass. And it could be the simple fact that you weren't even playing a game throughout any of it. You were actually being truthful, raw, and honest, but because of their ego or their false sense of self, they couldn't see that. And it's this man, this wealthy man over here. Good God. Official person, toil and labor, and thief. So you could be dealing with a man here who, he lied to you about something, or he's not doing something. He's keeping something hidden from you. I mean, you're out here working yourself ragged while he's, I mean, he might even wear a suit to work or a uniform. But, and there's something with kids in here again. So this could have, whatever happened right here, could have affected your inner child big time. If it's not your inner child, then this is your actual children. I don't know if this, so could have another woman came in and took your man, and you're over here having to work while he's out here looking good, living life, and your kids are having to watch you go through this. Holy cow. You have to let me know, Libra. I mean, I don't know why you have to let me know, Leo. I don't know why I keep calling you Libra. What is this hangman here for Leo in October? What is this hangman here for Leo in October? Look, this child. So, either your inner child is seeing things differently now. Ooh. Your inner child could be seeing things differently now, or either your children are seeing things differently now. Yep. Boy. Okay. If this is your kids, if you have kids, then just know that their perspective around this situation has changed. And that's the 12. Yep, that's the one. Right. Boy, I sound like a crow on that one. Okay, so look. Your kids, they may be discontent from this situation. They may feel things are at a standstill right now and that they're stagnant. They may also feel like there's a lot of negative shit going on around you, and they may even be fearing that this ain't never going to change. Or that's how your inner child, if there's no kids involved, that's how your inner child feels about this situation here. But there is a choice. It's got to do with the home, your finances, and this lack mentality. What is this 3 of coins here for Leo in October? What is this 3 of coins? There's the house card come flying out. Alright. Occupation. So, there's a work at hand here for sure. So, you have like either a third party. There's something interfering here with your relationship that you've got at this moment in time. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If this is a relationship dynamic with a boyfriend or a lover, then just know that the middle of the month, you may feel at the first of the month that you have things are brand new looking for you. They're new looking. You're still in the honeymoon phase. You could still be in this honeymoon phase come mid-month, but it's almost like, you're thinking that kisses, love, and affection and sex will help, cover up or kind of sweep these things under the rug. Or someone could be playing that on you, trying to do that to you. Because there's a masculine over here that is concerned. And it's almost like there's a woman here that the masculine is watching. She might be freeing herself from one situation and accepting the offer from a new situation. She might be leaving one old thing and finding a new thing, and this masculine is concerned. What is a strength card over here for Leo in October? What is a strength card for Leo in October? Alright, so there's going to be court. A mediator going before a judge, something in the next 3 to 6 months. And it's to do around your family room, your home. Alright, so I don't know if this masculine, he's in despair over something. It looks like he made a decision and a choice and thought he hit the jackpot and was going after it. At one point in time, that may have caused him despair, but now he looks like he's healing from that. And there's a pathway opening up for the woman in this scenario. This has made her wise and mature. It's going to make her comfortable. Now, that is the strength card. If you're the female in this dynamic, you might be having to toil away. Okay, this could very well be you right here, having to toil away and work and whittle your little fingers off. Okay, but whatever that is, keep doing the work, because I feel as though in 3 to 6 months, it could really pay off for you, especially if you have to go to court or a mediator over something. What is this King of Cups here for? What is this King of Cups for Leo in October? Alright, so if you're dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, they are for real in despair. Really thinking on the situation. Somebody is. Somebody that you were married to. You had an ending with this person. They weren't truthful about something. They were not truthful about something. Are you dealing with a Scorpio man? Because if you were, he wasn't truthful about something. What is this Hermit card here for Leo in, what card was that? The Coffin card. What is this Hermit over here for Leo in October? Okay, so if you put an end to something with a Scorpio masculine, he is going to be, he's going to be walking around like he is either living in the pole house, like he's poor, he's been living in the poorhouse, or he's going to be out here walking around like it's all work and no play, okay? He could be the one that's trying to come back in as an opponent or an ally and plays tricks on you. He could also be having to give to another woman. Like he's having to pay her money. So, of course, he feels like he's being robbed. And you might also feel like you're being robbed if he's not having money for you and him, or if he's having to work all the time. I feel like there's several people in this dynamic. Okay? Let me go over here to this Magician, and then that's going to be it. What is this Magician here for Leo in October? Something to do with court. You might have the upper hand in the court situation. Okay? You might have the upper hand in this court situation. And look, there he is in despair again. And community. So I would say that his whole family is going to be watching as this goes down. Yep, somebody was not truthful. Somebody lied about some kids or some shit, and here they are in court, and they're very concerned. They're rich and they got a lot of money, and they might be having to pay out. It's going to have them in despair, whatever the ruling is. Alright, Leo, you will have to let me know in the comments how that pans out for you in the month of October. If you feel like the video resonated, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. If you feel like you would like to leave me a tip, that information is in the description box below. If this is where I leave you, I will see you again here in November for your November reading. Take care. Namaste.